Hi everyone. In this demo, I'm gonna try to show you how to install yuniql and make it usable on your PowerShell command window. Um, that is, this can be useful if you don't have access to package managers such as Chocolatey, um, and you are on Windows and you would like yuniql to be accessible across many instances of your command prompt. Of course, you could use path and manually map it, but there could be other a bit more automated way to make it work. I'm going to show to you that in this session. So to make that work, let's try to open up a PowerShell. So now I am on my PowerShell window here. Just let's expand that. So, okay, sounds good. So the first script that we are going to make is actually to download the latest version of yuniql from GitHub releases. So in all the other videos, you could see that actually it's just about downloading the executable file for Windows from the GitHub releases. So let's try to download that using invoke web request. It's probably going to take a little bit of time. So I'm going to pause the video and resume when the download is done. Yes, okay, so that invoke web request actually has completed. And now we have the yuniql zip file downloaded on our temp directory. So our next step is actually to get that extracted. So the PowerShell command there should be this one here. So we're saying extract that package and make it available in the directory temp yuniql CLI. So let's try to do that. So now it is extracting that. So actually, if you try to go to cd backslash and then cd, let's try to just go here. Uh, then we've got the executable there, and of course, then we set the environment path for that, um, and then we say okay, yuniql. Okay, and now you have the yuniql accessible in this particular session of PowerShell. So you could very well run the typical commands for that. So these are three commands. So you can see first is actually to download it and then extract it and then map to an environment variable. And then you have the yuniql CLI accessible to you. So how does this work? So let's try it out. So now this time we're going to clone again our repository. No, let's try to do uh, okay, so it's already existing. So I already cloned that apparently. And now let's try to actually run it. So yuniql run debug, and this time it's gonna target PostgresQL. Okay. So now it's actually picking up the scripts that are inside this PostgreSQL sample project and deploy to our remote PostgreSQL instance. Let's check it out. So now I am again on this Elephant SQL, and we expect that the tables has been created. So we have the schema history or the schema version tracking table updated. We've got the tables also seeded. That's great. And typically, when after you made that run, you would like to check what has been applied. So the command is yuniql list slash debug, and you can see all of the versions that has been applied. And maybe after all, you just want to erase everything and start fresh. So you want to do yuniql erase force, print also the debug information. And now the database is completely wiped out. The database still exists, but all the objects has been dropped now. Um, it's a manually prepared cleanup scripts, so I would say that now you have freedom to make sophisticated scripts as you will, and find the right order when to clean them and what to do with them before cleaning it up. So you have the full freedom of that by just preparing the script you need. Now that it has been cleaned up, then of course you could rerun it, and then So now we're starting fresh with fresh transaction tables, fresh lookup tables. Um, and then let's list it out again. So we see now that all the versions is applied, because you could very well target specific version instead of every version has been applied. You could target only version 0 up to version 01. You could very well do that as well in the CLI. And for the benefit of the next video, I'm going to clean it again. So yeah, so now the database has been wiped out clean again. Now, I hope you find this helpful in your daily development and test activities.